We keep waiting for someone to fix it, for things to go back, for help. What if it's just us?
I want to believe that something will hold us, that the net is there, that when we fall, someone will catch us. But more and more, it feels like there's nothing. Just air, just us.
That's what abandonment feels like. Not always sudden. Sometimes it's the quiet slipping away.
Clouds and chaos.
Welcome back, y'all. Clouds and Chaos in full effect. Back with another episode today. Episode 6, No One is Coming to Save Us. Kelly, how are you doing today?
Good. Second day of school. We made it through the summer, which felt like just an extended weekend.
We made it. Woo-hoo.
To be fair, but feels nice having them out of the house in school, having some sort of routine and being productive and being back with their friends and being back in the swing of things. Summer is definitely the chaos, and right now I feel like I'm sitting in the clouds a little bit, having some space to breathe a little bit. So
Back with some shared custody.
I don't even call it shared custody. They have primary custody right now. I just have them on nights and weekends. So thank you. I mean, honestly, big shout out to all of our educators and just people who are in that school system right now and building up our future generations. I know it is not easy, especially in this time, and you are underpaid and underappreciated. So I know, as doing the PTO stuff, I see it. And I will always be there to support you guys in however I can, because man, it is hard work raising these heathens out there.
So true. So true. And you really do care. And you really do. Like, I hear it all the time. We were just at, where was it? Where we saw the teacher there? Who was it? No, maybe we shouldn't say names, but hearing that, I think it's just that how much they care, or see how much you care and how much they appreciate it. It's really nice to hear those things. And I know it was nice for you to hear that in that moment too, that you are making the impact that you want to make. It's really cool.
Good, because I'm tired.
It all goes to something though. It's all important. The work that you're doing is very important.
Yeah, well, I saw just how impactful it is being involved in your children's schooling. And if I didn't have the help and guidance of my mom, because Lord knows I gave her a run for her money, it does make a difference in how your children are shaped. And honestly, to be fair, how your children are like taken care of.
Yeah.
When you get involved and the staff members and the teachers know you, they know who your kid is, it's much harder for your kids to fall through the cracks when you're giving, the support that you can to your primary custody. When you give that to them.
So true.
So anyways, we're glad you're back for episode 6. Man, it feels good getting through all of this. And I know you guys aren't some of you will hear snippets and stuff of, behind the scenes things when we get into all of that. But sometimes these conversations can be really tough, and trying to reconnect or get back into that connection level that we have with each other. Sometimes it's hard to talk out these things, but when we do and come to an understanding and an agreement on things, it feels good.
Yeah, it does feel good.
All right, what are we talking about today?
Well, today we are talking about, yes, abandonment, rage, self-determination. guess for the first part, let's just jump in when the net just isn't there. I guess the focus that I want to start with is those moments where we thought support would come and it just didn't. Not about like institutions, but like personal experience, you know?
So like you being a dad, a husband, and feeling like the weight of, being a provider when no one else can step in.
Yeah. And for you, I guess moments of invisible labor between school and home and just life in general, where it's only you holding it together, or feels like you only holding it together.
Barely. With
duct tape.
Not very well duct tape, not waterproof duct tape.
Hey, holding together either way. Guess just want to start here. You're not crazy. You're just carrying weight that was never meant for one pair of shoulders. Let that sit for a second. You're not crazy. You are carrying weight that was never meant for one pair of shoulders. So let me ask you a question. When's a moment you reached for help and realized it just wasn't coming?
I don't ask for help.
Just do it.
I don't know. I guess that's not healthy, but when you don't ask for help, you don't have to be disappointed when no one comes.
Yeah. There's no disappointment.
Yeah.
I feel like you're seeing the benefits of delegation, at least at work. You see that there's growth and there's some positive to that too, because you can see the people that you are delegating to will take those things and run with it, take things off of your plate.
Yeah.
And then you see them succeed and this feels good, right?
It does feel good.
So I think there's positives to that. Do you think we cling to that? Like someone will come because it feels safer than maybe it's just me?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like when I think about, okay, well, someone else will do it, someone else will get to it, and then they don't get to it, it just builds a bigger like self-disappointment because I should have just done it in the moment. And that doesn't give people, it's like how with our kids, we want them to be able to clean up and do things so badly and be organized and be where we never were, that when they don't do it, because they're kids and they're kids, their brains aren't fully developed, their reasoning, all that stuff, all that science stuff that shows why kids don't listen to us worth a shit. That we end up just doing it for them, and instead of taking the time to sit here and guide them to do it. Kids, they need guidance. A village needs guidance.
I need guidance.
I know.
That's why I have you.
I know.
You help guide me.
My fifth child.
Whatever.
I guess no. My first child.
Yeah, I guess sometimes for me, survival just looks like, I guess, pretending help is coming just to make it through the day. There's going to be help. And
my wife will be home soon.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So I would ask how you cope in these moments, but like, do you break down or push harder? But I already know the answer.
What's the answer?
You always push harder. You always push harder. It's always, you're at 11 and you're pushing as hard as you can. And then I see those moments, if we can be real for a second, at night when you lay down finally and your body is killing you, you're hurting all over, and I see those moments where you want to break down, but then you're so strong-willed and determined.
Hard-headed?
I wouldn't even say that. I think hard-headed has a negative kind of feeling to it, and it's not a negative thing. You're very determined and you're a get shit done type of person, and there's a positive in that. But you can't do it all by yourself, and I think that's where you get to the point where you're burnt out and you can't always go farther. So that's where delegation does come into place.
Listen, I know my gas tank, okay?
I know your gas tank better than you know your gas tank.
Whatever.
You're the type that will be on lines and be like, I know my car. I know how many miles I have left.
Literally.
I can make it. And I'm like, hey, we're at like a quarter of a tank or half a tank. Like, we should probably get some more gas. Just two different approaches. Neither one are wrong. They're just two different approaches, and they work different.
Well, what about you? How do you cope? Do you break down or push harder?
Depends on the situation, honestly, and how far I push myself.
You break down. I'm just kidding.
I do push harder sometimes, but also, like,
I wouldn't say you break down, but you definitely shut down. And you turn your back, and you put on your headphones, and you play games.
Hey.
Play games with my heart during the day, play video games at night.
Wow. Quit playing
games with my heart.
Whatever.
Anyways, no. But you do. I mean, if you're going to tell me about me, I could tell you about you.
All right, let's talk about your rage cleaning then.
What about it?
You rage clean.
Yeah. I need to get some more rage so I can get this place clean. Actually, I really don't need any more. Actually, I have enough rage. I just don't have the body right now to be able to do it because of my knee and my hip. Like, it is slowing me down so much. But I would love a good rage clean. Do you know how accomplished I feel after a rage clean?
How?
How
accomplished?
I feel great. I finally feel like I can actually like sit down with like a nice sandwich, like a turkey pesto with bacon sandwich with like red onions, extra mayo, toasted ciabatta with some Parmesan garlic chips, and put on a Netflix show, probably make a margarita.
You're hungry right now, aren't you?
I'm really hungry.
I can tell. I can tell.
But I do. I feel so good after a rage clean. I'm like literally about to, like, now that they're in school, we're just like literally the next time we get paid, we are going to spend time just taking it to the car, taking it to the dump, and throwing it away.
Deep clean.
No, we're gonna rage clean, and then we're gonna get the housekeeper to come through and do the deep cleaning because we're old and don't need to be on our hands and knees like that.
That's fair.
I can't do that. So
yeah. All right, let's focus next on the body level experience of carrying it all with the rage cleaning and all that stuff.
Your silent tears after the kids go to bed.
Sometimes.
Or maybe just laughing when it feels like crying is the only other option.
Yeah, I feel like this isn't a breakdown. This is the truth finally breaking out, you know?
Stand out above the crowd, even when I gotta shout out loud. That is the only face you'll see.
Everything is a sing-along for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
A constant.
Duh.
You live in a Disney movie.
I need to get out of this chair.
Yeah, it's actually really bothering me.
I know it's bothering you. You keep looking over here.
Every time it creaks. I'm cutting this part out.
You don't have to cut this part out.
All right. Question for you.
No.
How does rage show? Did you say no? Seriously? I can definitely tell you're hungry for sure. It's coming out. How does rage show up in your body before you even notice it?
My face.
Fix your face.
People could always tell in my face when I'm about to rage. I don't know. I guess I just have like a certain face when people just like know that I'm upset. Like literally every time I make the face, people look at me and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh, guess." I don't know. It does. It shows up in my face first.
Yeah.
Actually, I can feel it in my face. My face doesn't feel like I'm projecting bright sunshininess. I'm projecting like intrusive thoughts, I guess.
You know, as I was trying to build out this episode, the multiple versions that we've been through now, I started thinking about that question, and I was like, it made me think about like, how do I feel rage? Like, it's interesting because if you really pay attention, your emotions, like you'll feel your emotions before you actually feel the emotion, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like for rage, I feel like I feel it in my shoulders. My shoulders start to tense up.
Yeah.
like your body is picking up on those. It senses what your emotion's going to be before you even know what the emotion is that you're about to feel. It's really interesting that how much control that gives you if you just pay attention to those small things. Because then you have the ability to react.
So mad that you wanna roar. Take a deep breath.
Daniel Tiger.
And count to 4.
Can't tell that we've had 4 kids.
But that, I mean, if you'd like to think about that line, it's going along with what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like when you pay attention to the signs. So like so instead of raging and crashing out and becoming self-destructive, I've been trying to be better about feeling when those feelings are coming on, thinking about why do I feel this way? Like what's triggering it? Talking myself down, doing grounding work to try to not. I'd rather like rage clean than like rage self-destruct.
Yeah.
So how do you channel that? Because those feelings can be valid, and sometimes you need to bring them to the surface to like let them go out. You can't just like stifle them back down, right? Like if you're starting to feel like, okay, I'm feeling it in my shoulders, like I'm feeling it and like for me, that's what is, and hopefully will be again soon someday, Zumba is for me. Like just feeling all of that rage and just leaving it out on the dance floor. Just to the songs and just to feeling it and to letting it go and releasing. Don't shake your head at me. Do Zumba with me one day. Maybe you'll see how excellent it is.
I don't think that'll work the same for me.
No, it won't work the same for you, but don't shake your head.
Leave it on the dance floor kind of person.
Okay, but you want to leave it somewhere else. For me, it's leaving it on the dance floor. For you, it could be, I don't know. You got to find where you want to leave it.
Yeah.
Where you want to process it and leave it. Because you don't want to just keep it with you. Right? So for me, leaving it on the dance floor means I go get it out. And yeah, I might still feel some like after effects of it, and I might still be like a little bit angry, but at least I have more mental clarity on how to handle it.
It's a good point. I think everybody has their own thing, And if you don't, keep trying things until you find your thing.
Well, in a health, let's take that back. In a healthy way.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay, because
also true.
There are plenty of other unhealthy ways you can process feelings and get your rage out that are not any good to you, that won't give you the scaries after you're done.
Yeah. Very valid and very good point. Very good point. All right, so what's the smallest thing that cracked you open recently?
I don't know. What about you? You go first.
I think for me, I don't necessarily know if it's a small thing or not, but you know how they say that like depression comes from thinking about the past and anxiety comes from thinking about the future?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think for me, I've focused so much on the future that I'm now 5 classes away from finishing school. And I am scared shitless of finishing school and just not being able to find a job in the field. Like I'm so afraid of AI replacing everything or robotics and all this stuff that's supposed to be coming, and who knows what's going to happen. Nobody has a crystal ball, but like I'm scared shitless that torch is going to pass back over to me being the provider. And let me take a step back and say thank you, because you have given me the opportunity through your hard work and dedication and everything that you've done to allow me to go back to school and try to, follow my dreams. And like, I appreciate you so much for that. Like,
You're welcome.
I will never be able to repay that debt to you.
I'll find a way.
But I will work on it.
I'll find a way.
Okay, find a way. But I think that in these late night coding sessions and whatever, when I'm building these different systems that I'm trying to build, it's really scary because it's like, it's about to be all me. And I know you say like it's not all on me right away. Like there's like a buffer period there.
Yeah, you got a grace period of a year.
But there's still, like, I see it.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching people online right now, students, especially the younger generations, like I don't know what is going to happen because they're getting out of school and a lot of them are unemployed.
I don't even know why we're still doing the college thing, to be honest. I don't know why we're not finding some, well, let me take it back. Like, there's still some good that college brings in that kids get to learn from, but there's a lost art of trade work. And while going to be, you know, a doctor and scientist and doing all of these things are so amazing and needed for our society, we've lost how to like trade and barter.
Yeah. You know, more people trust AI with medical advice than actual doctors now.
I mean, as a woman, Black woman who's gone through multitudes of medical trauma from doctors, I absolutely can see that. It's hard sometimes to find a doctor that cares, and a lot of doctors they're overworked and they're booked out and way too busy, and they don't have the time to give proper care to their patients. But that's where, if anything's going to be really important for you to give the proper care to your patients, it's going to be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like getting my MRI result and plugging that in and having it explain it to me in a way that I would be able to understand it without a biased opinion, right? So how many times did they tell me like pain was in my head? How many times did they tell me that my pain wasn't real? And here I am 17, 18, 19 years later, having found like real answers. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Sometimes it feels better to get an answer from something that's not going to change its answer based off its judgment of you.
Yeah.
And that sucks. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have gotten to this point.
Sometimes that's how it is, but I think those are the positives of what, you know, because there are a lot of positives with AI, and it's not all negative, although I focus a lot on that sometimes. But I see a lot of positives coming. There are a lot of things that are coming out right now that, like, for example, in healthcare, there is, I don't remember the name of it, but there's a system where you can upload, they have an entire medical staff and like people that will take all of the tests and run all these different tests on you and load like gigs and gigs of data on just you and your health. And then they have an AI system that will basically go through all of that data completely personalized to you.
Yeah.
And then tell you exactly what.
No, that's like going over to Turkey, I think it is. Have you seen those things? I think I've tagged you a couple times in it on TikTok, but you can fly cheaper to, I think it's Turkey. And I think this couple spent about maybe 11 grand after flights, hotel. She actually went on a clothes shopping spree, got her eyelash extensions, her hair and everything done, and a complete full medical checkup from head to toe. CT scans, MRIs, endoscopies, colonoscopies. They like take you and just like and draw your blood, cancer markers, like every little thing that you could know and want to know about you. All less than a ER visit is here for us.
I was about to say, I wonder how much that would cost here.
Way too much.
It's very interesting how that works.
Yeah.
Healthcare is an interesting system we have in this country.
But we're not going to get into all of that today. So.
You want to take a quick break for our sponsor, Totally Real sponsor?
And for me to eat a totally real snack.
Totally Real snack. All right. We'll be right back then.
Welcome to the Emotional Emergency Hotline. Please listen carefully, as our options have changed. Press 1 if you can't afford groceries or therapy. Press 2 if you're doing the work of 5 people for the pay of half a person. Press 3 if you're tired of thoughts and prayers. We're sorry. Due to high call volume and societal collapse, no one is available to take your call. Please hang up and try surviving again.
Welcome, everybody, back from the break from our Totally Real sponsor. Hope that was enjoyable. I know my snack was. So we're going to shift a little bit now from talking about despair and getting more into self-determination.
Woo!
Talking about how, the cavalry isn't late and that it wasn't coming, but that we are the cavalry.
Totally.
We are the cavalry, my friend.
I don't think that's how that goes.
And we'll keep on fighting till the end. It just works.
Welcome to my life. One Disney sing-along after another.
We'll show you how it's done.
Wow.
Hope we don't get sued for that.
We won't.
Netflix isn't Disney.
We're good.
Anyways, so.
Stop waiting for permission, all right? Stop waiting for permission to rest, for permission to heal, for permission to ask for help.
You can build small rhythms. So a 5-minute break, a group chat, or just listening to our podcast.
That's right. Wish I was in a group chat.
I guess the only group chat I'm really in is my PTO group chat. Group chats are, I don't know, group chats are hit and a miss. We had a core, me and my girlfriend, we had a core group chat and that explodes. I feel like group chats aren't necessarily the strongest way to build community. I think in person works a little bit better, but you don't like to be in person, so I guess aren't you gonna have fantasy football coming up?
That is true.
I was actually just thinking about that yesterday, and I was like, holy crap, it's time for him to do fantasy football again.
Yeah, should be fun. Reigning champ coming back.
Yeah,
I need a two-peat.
do need a two-peat.
I need to win.
So let me ask you, what's one thing you've been waiting for permission to do?
That's a loaded question for me. I don't ask for permission. Just do.
Do you? Do you just do the do?
And then get yelled at afterwards.
I will fight you.
Help.
You don't have to.
I'm in danger.
You might get yelled at by your children, but.
Yeah, okay. What about you? What's one thing you've been waiting for permission to do?
Breathe.
Vacation?
Breathe.
That's what I want. I want a vacation.
I want a vacation. We need a vacation.
I want to go on a cruise. I don't know if that's a good thing, though. I've heard bad things about cruises lately.
Yeah. No. And we're not going to get stuck in the middle of the ocean with some nonsense. Okay? But we do need a vacation. You also need a solo-cation. So
That
do
would
I.
be nice. That would be nice.
What tiny system have you built that actually carries you through?
I don't know if I'd call it a system, but I feel like writing out my plans and trying to stick to it always helps. Journaling, I'm a very big advocate of journaling. I do love that. I think there's just something about putting pen to paper that really helps me organize the chaos. What about you? Do you have any tiny systems that work for you?
Margaritas.
I don't necessarily know if I would call that a system.
It's not a system. I don't know. Well, I'm in the process of finding a new system that I can't be in the gym right now. doing what I want to do. So I guess for now, I just keep moving.
Yeah. Just keep moving. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Do you think this podcast helps you feel like you're keeping on, moving on?
Yeah.
Little tiny act of resilience.
Yeah. I think it does. I think it's really showcasing and highlighting like our growth, I guess, together over the last 17 years that we've been together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
You know, I think at the end of the day, us is all we've got sometimes. So I think with this podcast, I think the important thing that I want to really build here is a community around this and bringing people along for that ride. By the way, comment if you're interested in us creating like a Discord or something that we can share as a community, if you'd be interested in that and joining. So let us know.
Like and subscribe if you love your mom.
So I guess let's shift towards the end then. Let's start closing this out. Solidarity. No fake optimism here. Just earned community, right? Like, how do we earn community?
Yeah.
Do you have any stories of when, family or friends or even neighbors showed up in unexpected ways?
I guess I wouldn't really call them like unexpected, but I've always been a it takes a village type of person, and I feel like everywhere I go, kind of create a little bit of a village. And I guess probably one of the biggest things, and this is from forever ago, but during the pandemic, and I had the lung surgery and everything else, and you were moving here, and things were absolutely chaotic in my life and with the girls and my family and everything, but just the village of my girlfriends from back home and everything they did to help us survive that was pretty life-changing. I think for us, it really, honestly, I believe saved my life with that. So
yeah.
But what about you?
I think there's actually two recent examples that I could talk about. One was when I was fixing the car. Our neighbor down the way, Stan, came by and didn't have to, didn't need to help or anything, didn't even have to stop by and check on me, but he saw that I was working on the car and stopped by and just offered if he could help.
Yeah.
And it was super clutch because it was a tricky spot. Trying to get the axle out. Anybody who's worked on cars and knows how hard it can be to get an axle out, it's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. So having an extra set of hands was definitely clutch.
Yeah, for sure.
And we were able to finish it a lot faster because of it. And then the other example that I have is, was it last week or the week before when the car just wouldn't start?
Yeah.
Battery died. I had the other battery. I had a brand new battery in the car, ready to be installed at the gas station. No, I wasn't by myself. Mikey was with me, of all people.
Yeah.
Me and Mikey sitting at the gas station. Dead car. Complete stranger stops and asks if we need help. Tries to jump it. His car isn't strong enough or whatever to jump it, so wasn't working. And instead of just saying, okay, good luck, he was like, you want me to drive you to your house so you can get your tools and get it fixed? And he gave me and Mikey a ride here, and was able to pick up my tools and brought us back to the gas station.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about that. He just got done working all day and then took time out of his day to just help a complete stranger.
Those are just such big moments. And doing that, like, you know, I try to, like, when going throughout the grocery store, if someone needs something off the shelf or someone drops something, or just giving someone a smile or taking someone's cart back, just little nuggets of kindness is something I really like to focus on. I think that's when you show up in those unexpected ways for someone. When I'm serving a table or at work or whatever, just whatever, or, you know, doing PTO stuff, however I can spread joy and kindness to someone so that they could go out and do that too. That is how you, like, earn community, is with those little nuggets of kindness and happiness and empathy and togetherness.
Yeah.
And when you start spreading that out, you know, then that's how you gain the community. So if I have 100 of these, like, golden nuggets of happiness and I hand them out to 100 people, hopefully they will, you know, we'll create a village, and then they'll take those coins and give it out to more people. And then that's, you know, how the village grows, by spreading out the, like, idea, mindness of kindness and empathy and all of that. Now, I mean, there's tons of communities out there that aren't good communities, but they are a community with their like-mindedness and, you know, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess maybe no one's coming to save us, but no one can stop us from saving each other.
Exactly. And I think that's what it is that we have this view of, like, okay, yeah, someone will, like, come and save us. Like, eventually, I don't know, maybe the aliens will take us off to another planet and it'll be great. You know, unlimited snacks and taco bars and all sorts of stuff. But that's
unlimited taco bars? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Even after eating, you're still thinking about food, huh?
It was just a snack, okay? I need a meal.
Full meal. All right, where do you feel the strongest us right now?
What do you mean?
Like, I guess the strongest community, the sense of community. Where do you feel the strongest sense of community right now? In our little bubble, or in society as a whole?
In the bubble, probably the school, just because we've got 4 kids in the school system. And all the work that I try to do within that, not just like at the PTO, but other things I did last year with the school.
Yeah.
Especially because I can relate to, especially like working parents, or just being a parent in general. That's probably where our community, that's where we notice the most of our community, is in like-minded,
Yeah.
tired as shit parents.
What does showing up look like, even when you're exhausted?
Showing up,
Just being there.
being there, following through on what you say you're gonna do, which is a difficult thing for me sometimes. I literally try to pack 27 hours into a 12-hour period.
With everything going on, do you feel like we're in the beginning stages of some kind of I don't want to call it a revolution, but I don't know what else to call it. An emotional revolution of some kind, or a societal revolution of some kind? Do you think people are waking up to community?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. I hope so. I think we're due. We're due for some good stuff to come.
Yeah. I think we are too. I mean, as elder millennials, we've never known peace. Like, legit, have never known like that blissful 1950s. Everybody's the same car. Husbands go off. Wives are at home drinking martinis and taking Valium.
Wow.
Getting stuff done around the house.
Getting shit done.
Like, but for us, it's always been chaos. But I think if we can figure out how to build our community, then we'll be coasting in the clouds.
You think so, huh?
I know so.
Yeah. I hope you're right. All right. I think it's about that time to wrap up. I guess
So long, farewell to you, my friend.
Constant sing along. I guess I would leave y'all with a few gems here. I guess awareness hurts at first, but it really does seem like the first step to real power. Don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think it's, you're not broken, but you're waking up, and there's absolute strength in that.
I like that. All right, well, if this episode hits you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, follow, drop a comment, and just let us know you're out there.
And if you've got a story, share it at cloudsandchaos.com or email us at cloudsandchaospodcast@gmail.com.
We're not alone in the storm. Not as long as we keep showing up for each other.
For sure. And showing up, especially in these moments where like our work schedule is so busy. And for the next, 5 days, I'm literally working all day and you're literally working all night.
All night long.
All night. It's important to keep showing up. So we were able
Show up.
We got it done.
Show up.
Once
and show
again,
out.
Air 5.
Boom.
Woo! So next week, we'll talk about reclaiming the fire and that creativity and that voice they try to silence.
Episode 7, The Fire Inside. Till next time, my friends. Peace.
Stay golden.